Exhumed, where we do stuff.
The show where we pull a video at random from
The show where we pull movies. Okay, you do it.
Why, hello there. Didn't see you come in. Welcome to Exhumed, the show where we randomly select a video and exhume it from our shelf of films. Me? I think it's me. Yeah, it's me. Because it's me.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. The eternal question. Should I get up?
It's up to you. Aha! Which one is it?
I was thinking The Raven.
The Raven it is. Awesome! I have randomly selected Volume 1 of the Universal Horror Collection. We have Volume 1 and 2, but I think they're up to like Volume 6 by now. Each collection is of more or less forgotten-ish Universal horror films of the past. This collection contains The Black Cat, The Raven, The Invisible Ray, and Black Friday. For an anthology, this is a relatively attractive cover, even with some light details instead of being flat black in the background. Very nice. Some nice little touches. Looks great on the shelf, very clean. And on the back, a pretty decent design. We've got the various films and specs of the film, as well as some breakdowns as to what bonus material is included, because even though these are relatively old and forgotten films, they do include a fair amount of bonus material, featurettes making of, stuff like that, which is amazing, especially if you love digging into retro film and particularly forgotten horror. Inside, we have a couple things. First, we have the Blu-ray, but we've also got this little pamphlet. And what's cool about this little pamphlet is it's got a full-page spread for each film included in the series, some publicity photos, some behind-the-scenes photos with like a little write-up with some information on the cast down there, which is super, super neat. I absolutely live for this kind of thing. A little special thanks here at the end, and then some more information on the back. Honestly, if you include stuff like this in your release, I will be happy immediately. I love this stuff. And then we've got the Blu-ray itself. I love the fact that there's a slipcover, because the worst part about Blu-rays are, well, the off-putting blue that doesn't match every movie. And, you know, you've got this great side design, and then boom, pop, neon blue. Hate it, hate it. Great format of disc. Hate what they've chosen for presentation across the board. On the inside, it's very simple. Each film gets its own disc. They're all separated. It's pretty standard. Once again, I would have preferred for this plastic to be either transparent gray or black, but since it is in this attractive cardboard slipcover, you know what? I am not going to complain too bitterly about that. So, yeah, altogether, a very nice presentation for some really interesting releases. Now let's read the back of the box to see what it has to say. 4 horror classics starring the titans of terror. Horror icons Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi create some of the most memorable characters in cinematic history. Their iconic performances as Dracula and Frankenstein's monster terrified a generation of moviegoers. And when these two legendary actors came together for a series of films in the 1930s, audiences could not get enough. This collection includes The Black Cat, The Raven, The Invisible Ray, and Black Friday. Short and sweet, this one. We just watched
This one.
The Raven. That one. Yeah, we didn't rewatch all of them. In fact, previous to shooting this video, we had only seen one in this collection. We own Volume 1 and 2 of the Universal Horror Collection, and I think we've seen all of them on all the ones on Volume 2, but only one of the ones on Volume 1.
Now 2 of the ones on Volume 1.
Correct.
Yeah.
For no good reason. I just, these things happen.
We just picked what sounded good.
Yeah.
Why do we own this? Was this a gift? Christmas gift to me?
I believe it was.
Yeah, because we got into like a Universal horror vibe.
Yeah,
but we didn't have them much. So then you were like, let's get these. And you got them for me for Christmas. Or my birthday. I don't honestly remember. It was a gift to me, though.
It was a gift. And yeah, it was a time when we were kind of going through we realized we had never seen the classic Universal monster movies like Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man. So we went through all those, loved some, really didn't like others, and it just kind of left me with this feeling that there are so many wonderful, interesting movies from like the 30s and 40s that have just kind of been lost to time, and I don't know, I felt like we kind of owed it to ourselves to dig into that, and this gift was part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, we've been much more proactive about seeking out much older films to take a look at.
Yeah.
But what did we get out of rewatching it? Now, once again, wrong question. We had never seen this one before.
True.
What did we get out of watching The Raven?
Well, it was good that we finally got to see it, considering we own it, and we should have seen it already. All of these Universal movies kind of vary on, like, quality level, for sure. This is one that I think is really pretty good. Like, pretty freaking good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had a good time. That's what I got out of watching it. A good time.
It's like both, the story was good, the scares were well executed, Lugosi and Karloff were both clearly having a good time, so well, where do you want with one of these? I mean, so far of this collection, we'd seen The Black Cat, and while I really enjoyed things about it, it didn't completely come together for me, so The Raven is now my favorite of both volumes so far. So scoring. We assign a score to movies and stuff. What would you give The Raven?
Well, I've already mentioned that it was pretty darn good a couple times, so I feel like because I've been saying that, it deserves a pretty good. So I'm gonna give it a solid 3.
Nice. The number I had in my head before you said that was 3.2. Do you recommend that people purchase the first volume of Universal Horror Collection? And if so, or if not, like, who is this collection kind of for?
Yeah, I think if you're a big horror fan and you're a big, like, vintage horror person, I would definitely get this. I would honestly probably want to have all of it, just because of that general interest in vintage horror and horror itself. So it's just a nice little novelty thing to have in your house.
It also feels like it's history, too.
Yeah, and it comes with so many things. Like, every disc comes with some extra features, and I think that's really cool.
And the features on, at least for this one specifically, they've got a documentary that's split into 4 parts, each part about each film. So as you go through, because it's not just like a scan of the film, they have retouched, like gotten rid of all the hairs on the film grain. The quality is sharp. The grain is not too printed in. It's a beautiful transfer, and it's got more bonus features than something from the 30s has any right to have.
I don't know if the other one is like this, but this one is all Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi.
The other one is all Lionel Atwill. Is that his name?
Yes.
So
Who I love. He's so great.
He is great. Each volume has a different theme, whether it's set around a specific actor or set around a specific sub-genre, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked what you saw, give us a like. If you didn't, don't. Head on over to thehungrycreatures.com for more episodes, short films, or to sign up for our free magazine. Catchphrase.